Hi everyone, welcome back to Gooner Gathering. My name is Gooner Lee Meads, Lee Meadows. Firstly, I would like to apologise. We planned to do the Scotland game this evening. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, we cannot do that tonight. But what I thought I'd do is jump on here tonight and have a little chat about my thoughts for a starting 11 for tomorrow's game. England against Denmark. After their, I'd like to say, subpar performance against Serbia. Of course, they got the 1-0 win, and that's great on Sunday. But it's fair to say, I think, when we did the live watch-along, I don't think the three of us, myself, Posh Bertie, Sam Wilson, were particularly impressed with how we played. So I want to give you my thoughts on what I think I would do if I was Gareth Southgate, God forbid, eh? And I'm going to start with a big call first and foremost, and I'm going to talk about Harry Kane. It is fair to say, I think the three of us on the stream the other day thought that Captain Kane looked well below his best. I don't think he hardly touched the ball in the first half. I will give him credit where it's due because he did get back in a very important goal line clearance. But we felt that the movement wasn't there. He didn't look right. We all know that he's recovering off his back injury. And my thoughts are, being that we have 3 points in the bag already from the previous game, I think I would probably go with the Aston Villa man, Ollie Watkins, as my lead front man for tomorrow's game. So, yes, I'd drop the captain. And I'm not saying Kane's a bad player. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just thinking maybe he might benefit from having a bit more training and maybe not being thrust into a starting position for tomorrow's game. For the best of the team, I'm thinking. So with that big one being said, I will go now from goalkeeper all the way up to the front players. Okay, the first four players I think I'm going to talk about probably won't be a big surprise to you because I'm picking four that Southgate picked, and the obvious one from the goalkeeper is Jordan Pickford, who I thought had a pretty good game, and is the clear number one England goalkeeper. Ramsdale, of course, did play in the warm-up game against Iceland. Of course, got beaten on his near post. I think Pickford probably is clear. He's had, as of course, second in the Golden Glove to Arsenal's own David Raya. So, yeah, I think that one's pretty clear. Kyle Walker captains the side for me tomorrow. I thought he had a brilliant game. Actually, I thought he was quite outstanding on Sunday. So I don't need to tell you any more about him because he's very established. The pairing of Stones and Mark Gay from Crystal Palace, I got no qualms with. That's probably the best that we can go with. So with the options that we've got around the squad, I mean, I don't see any reason really to adjust that. Where I might make a change for tomorrow is at left back. Now, and this is my reason behind this with Kieran Trippier, is that I did see him go down in the last stages of the match. And as I'm recording this, it has been confirmed that Luke Shaw is out of the game. So I know Trippier is a more than capable fullback. I just felt I'm a little worried about our options, and I'm thinking of a team game here. So I'm going to go for, in this position, the Liverpool man. I'm going to go with Joe Gomez. And that might surprise some of you. but it's just my preferred choice. I think he's played left back quite a bit more. He might not bomb up the field a little bit like Walker does, but I think he'll do a solid enough job. That's what I want to see. I want to see a sort of almost like a like the three do right, three like so Stones, Gahey, and Gomez, almost like a three, with Walker having the license to go forward a little bit. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Let's go with, I think, probably the three obvious ones that start for me in the midfield. Stroke attacking positions. Of course, I'm going to say Declan Rice, of course, naturally starts for us. He didn't do an awful lot wrong and is a secure, probably playing as the more experienced defensive midfielder. Definitely put him in. Jude Bellingham. What can you say about Jude Bellingham? We are very lucky as England fans to have a very talented young player like that. And playing at Real Madrid as well. He scored a fantastic header. And I think he probably elevates the levels of our midfield. The other obvious pick is Bukayo Saka, right? I thought he worked exceptionally hard, got the assist the other night. So, yeah, I'd pick him. As on Arsenal channel, that's an easy one for me to pick. The two positions probably up for debate for me are the defensive midfield partner for Declan Rice and the wide left position. And I'd like to know what you guys think as well, because I am not sure the experiment of Trent Alexander-Arnold in that defensive midfield position worked particularly well. I'm kind of thinking maybe this isn't really the time for him to be making that sort of experimentation of him playing in that position. I probably would feel more at ease with Conor Gallagher playing in there. Someone who's played CDM quite regularly, quite a reliable player, one I quite liked watching, so I'd probably pick him. Now, Phil Foden. Phil Foden, what can I say about you? I really admire Foden, and I've said it on the channel here, but being forced to play on that kind of left-hand side, I don't think is ideal for him. Almost feels to me like in a different era when Scholes was made to play it out there under Sven-Göran Eriksson, right? An outstanding footballer, no doubt. He's kind of unlucky, right, Foden, that we have a very talented young prospect in Jude Bellingham, who's probably head and shoulders creatively above anybody in that sort of position. Otherwise, he'd probably Foden get that number 10 position. But for me, I'm going to have to make a very difficult call here. And I'm to and fro between Anthony Gordon and Cole Palmer. I'm sort of edging towards Cole Palmer. And it's very, very close between the two of them. Cole has scored a lot of goals in his first proper season, his breakout season, hasn't he, for Chelsea? Very reliable penalty taker as well. I feel that we probably get in that sort of setup, we probably get the best out of that England side. There are arguable players as well that might come in for years here. I thought Bowen impressed when he came on as substitute the other night. Eze, I'd like to see at some stage in the tournament. Whether that be tomorrow or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, that is basically my thoughts for the lineup. Oh, I should probably say, yes, I am picking, like I mentioned right at the top, Ollie Watkins is my front man. and he would be my front man ahead of Ivan Toney, like I mentioned on the live stream, just in terms of how I feel his form was at the end of the season. I don't think Toney particularly pulled up any trees, but again, we've got the three centre forwards there. We can use them as and when we'd like, I guess. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Who would you pick? Is there anything you disagree with me for? Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to Gooner Gathering. I don't know if I'll be able to go live during the match tomorrow because it comes very close to me finishing work, but I will do my utmost to at least be on and put something out tomorrow night. So until then, look after yourselves. Come on, England. Let's have a better game than we did the other night, shall we? Good luck, everyone, and I'll see you soon.